Hey everybody, welcome back to Overland, Florida. I'm Kevin. Today is a beautiful day in Central Florida, and I'm actually going to be testing this BougeRv solar panel. So if you guys have watched any of my videos for the past 2 years or so, you'll know that on the back of my Toyota Tacoma, I've had a solar panel, and that keeps my truck battery charged so I can run a refrigerator full time and things. And anytime anybody asks me to get a solar panel, this is the one that I recommend. Most solar panels from like Renogy and stuff like that, they're gonna be like 100 watts. And that's kind of like the bare minimum, especially if you're trying to run a refrigerator full time, 7 days a week, rain or shine. This is 180 and it's not much bigger. It doesn't take up much more room than a 100-watt solar panel. So this is the one that I really recommend. And anytime people ask me what to buy, I always send them this link. I don't work for them, I don't get any money. They just send me these solar panels and I test them out. So here's the solar panel. It's glass. It's got a nice aluminum frame. It does not come with the little feet, but you can get the little feet to mount it, and that's what I did. There's 4 little feet on each corner, and I double-sided taped it to the top of my Tacoma, and it stayed there ever since. Of course, this is the brand new one that just came out of the box. Really good construction, but most solar panels are pretty much made the same way, and it wouldn't surprise me if they're made in the same factory. So I've angled the solar panel a little bit more to get full sunlight. Let's check the reading right now. We are at 152 watts coming into the power station right here. And if I continue full sun, it'll take 3 hours to charge this from 64% to 100%. So one thing to take into consideration, this 180 watt solar panel is not much larger than a 100 watt solar panel, and we're steadily pulling in 156 watts. Now, if I had the slightly smaller 100 watt solar panel, I'd probably only be pulling in roughly 75, maybe 80 at the most. So it's a lot better to just buy the larger solar panel and just get a lot more watts. You're going to charge devices faster and you're going to harvest the sun's energy quicker. This is an all-weather solar panel. You can leave it out. Being in Florida, I have never had my solar panel in snow before, but I have had it in hailstorms, hurricanes, tropical storms, and just Florida rainstorms. So it has really nice import connectors. They are all waterproof, and let's just give it a little test. So we will spray down the solar panel. The import connectors are right there, and we'll spray the control box. Look at that, even though I just sprayed it with water, we're still pulling in 154 watts, which is kind of weird. I figured the raindrops or water drops on the solar panel would take away from the energy. So I actually wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to drop down to like 100, maybe even like 75. But that's pretty impressive in itself. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, this is the BougeRv solar panel, 180 watts. And let me get a tape measure and I'll show you guys the size of this. So I'll go ahead and measure the solar panel right now in case one of you guys are wondering if it'll fit on a roof rack, or you got somewhere you want to put it, or you want to link multiple of these together. We're about 26.5 inches wide. Oops. And we are about 58.25 long. It's a pretty decent sized solar panel. This was on the roof of the topper on my Tacoma. Took up about half the space up there on the roof. Still had plenty of room for my roof rack and everything on the cab. And this kept my refrigerator running 24/7 for years. So I highly recommend this solar panel, especially since it's 180 watts. I would not buy anything less than a 180 watt solar panel. So that just about wraps up my review of the solar panel. And one last time, sun is still out. It's about to go behind a cloud. And we are at 155, 154 watts. Sorry, it's just so bright outside, there's a reflection, but we're still on track to charge in about 3 hours. For those of you asking, whenever the sun does go behind a cloud, we'll drop down to 50, 75 watts. As soon as the cloud goes away and the sun comes back out fully, it jumps right back up to about 155, 156. I have seen it go up into the 60s before, but usually it just hovers right around 155.